I'm back, and I told everybody who I was. I am toxic. I don't need your distractions or your sideshows. I am here to prove my point again. I'm going to get to that championship if it's the last thing I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of CCW Surge. I'm Donnie Harris Jr., joined alongside by Jimmy Rosendorf. And Jimmy, the dog is off the leash. Cecil Andrews no longer under the influence of Brian Blitz and the Diamond Exchange, and he has reverted back to his toxic persona. Perhaps one of the most dangerous men went under that persona that ever stepped inside a CCW ring. I hope we are not held responsible insurance-wise for the carnage that man may cause here in CCW.
Cecil Andrews was one of the most malicious superstars in CCW. I am terrified to see what Toxic is now going to bring to the world of Continental Championship Wrestling. A dark, dark cloud is now hanging over Surge and CCW. But speaking of dark clouds hanging over CCW, can't mention that without mentioning the Brotherhood, the CCW Tag Team Champions, recently defended those championships against the upstart team of the Metalhead Paul Roberts and the Dragon Sean Reddy, and it didn't quite play out the way we thought it might.
It is for the CCW Tag Team Championship. First, the tap challengers, the team of Dragon Sean Reddy and Metalhead Paul Roberts. CCW Tag Team Champions, this is Cobra Singh and Chris Turner.
You know, as the Brotherhood grows, we kind of use the rules to our advantage. There used to be a rule called the Freebird rule. Anybody in our group can defend these. So Cobra has a night off. Now the newest member of the Brotherhood is my partner tonight, Shooter McGee.
The turncoat Turner doing whatever he pleases here with the rules at CCW, invoking the Brotherhood rules to have whoever he wants to be his tag team partner defend. And he couldn't have really picked a better teammate than Shooter McGee, as he gives us the stink eye here at ringside. But you have to think, for Sean Reddy and the Metalhead Paul Roberts competing for the first time together, planned for Turncoat Turner and Cobra Singh, now going against Shooter McGee instead.
Well, Jimmy, this is a little bit of a turn of events here, with Shooter McGee joining the fray here.
Chris Turncoat and Shorty McGee.
Paul Roberts and the Turncoat Chris Turner started the match off for their respective teams. Locking up in the center of the ring. Paul Roberts able to drive the Turncoat back into the corner. Chris Turner claiming that Paul Roberts pulled his hair like he has any to pull at this point in his career. Once again, backing Turner into the corner. Not a clean break this time out of Turner. Oh, come on, Turner.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm still a little disappointed, and I just can't believe this new attitude that we have from Chris Turner. He was the face for many years here at Continental Championship Wrestling.
And now look what he's become, pulling his opponents by the hair. Not giving clean breaks, but it turns out to backfire on him. Getting pushed back into the corner. The Metalhead is rocking and rolling right now. Turner has no choice but to crawl his way out of the ring as the Metalhead has it turned up to 11. The tag team champions having to retalk strategy at this point early in the match. When they are the ones who had the advantage, the challengers teaming for the first time did not even know who they were competing against.
Watch the hair. You pull it every damn time. Stop playing. You must have some little fingers. Pull that hair.
Chris Turner, I feel like, has become one of the ultimate opportunists in this business, teaming up and aligning himself with Cobra Singh and now Shooter McGee.
Yeah, if you're going to align yourself with two competitors here in CCW, you can't do much better than Shooter McGee and Cobra Singh.
You got to give them credit. Got to give credit where it's due.
Speaking of being an opportunist, taking the opportunity to rake the eyes and gain the advantage in this tag team championship contest. Sending the Metalhead from corner to corner, charging in, misses with the splash. Sweeps the legs, delivers the leg, drops across the
comeback
midsection. Paul Roberts is looking to charge him, but once again, Chris Turner gets out of dodge. We were here to watch a tag team title match, not here to see Turner parade around the outside. But as commissioner, what is it like for you to try to manage somebody like Chris Turner at this point?
You can't. Chris was one of my go-to guys when I came here as commissioner of CCW, and he was someone who I knew was always there, and I could talk to him and reason with him, and you know, he was for the fans. He was for the fans. He was for the younger talent, and I don't know what's gotten into him, what's going on. He's got a lot of success as rock and roll Chris Turner over the years, and now he's just had a change of heart, and so it's been a little difficult. He doesn't listen. He doesn't return calls. He doesn't.
Right now, he's getting his arm wrung by the Metalhead. Going to see Sean Reddy right now, the martial arts expert for the first time. These two are no strangers to each other.
Now Sean Reddy, with his martial arts background, when you think of wrestling, you think of the training that you have to go through to be a professional wrestler. Not only did Sean Reddy go through that, but he brings this additional skill set of Taekwondo for many years, and it's something that wrestlers are gonna struggle against. They're gonna struggle against that skill set.
Oh, look at the agility out of the Dragon! A double clothesline may have knocked the tooth out of Turner.
Fans are excited to see that.
Sean Reddy and the Metalhead Paul Roberts, first time teaming together, but they are no strangers to challenging for the tag team titles, both doing it separately. Sweeping the legs, going for the pin. Could we have the champions! Shooter McGee able to kick
Ooh,
out at
close.
2.
That was close.
Sean Reddy has been one of the more impressive superstars in the early goings of the career, but if he can't see, he can't fight, and Shooter McGee going straight for the eyes.
Stay down, meatball. Meatball.
McGee placing his boot across the throat right now of the Dragon. McGee, of course, was in cahoots in his last outing with the turncoat Turner.
Shooter McGee, different partner, same attitude.
Yeah, we saw him leave the Diamond Exchange after losing the tag team titles to join Chris Turner and Cooper Steen. Could they retain the titles right here? Dragon able to keep his championship dreams alive. With hard knees straight to the rib. He's going to break a rib. Up and over! Slams him nearly through the mat and out of the ring almost.
Cover him. That's it. Oh, high flyer.
Shooter McGee not really known for his high-flying ability. What could he have in mind right here? Soars through the air and connects with an elbow. Straight to the point of the skull. Once again going for the pin. Once again, Sean Reddy able to kick out.
I feel like there's too much heart in the Dragon. Not going to go down that easy.
Right now showing off those martial arts kicks. Third degree black belt flying and connecting with another strike. Going for the pin. Will we have new tag team champions? Turner making sure that does not happen. And it's still shocking to me, like you said, Turner has gone from a fan favorite to one of the most vile men on this roster. Beautiful back kick out of the Dragon. Going for the pin. Once again, Turner there to make sure that they keep the championship belts around their waist for at least another moment.
The fans that have always been behind him, he was the most popular superstar here in CCW, to now the most hated.
Now he's entering the ring with the advantage. McGee and Turner laying in the boots in the corner, using every bit of the referee Scotty McGee's 5 count, or referee Scotty D's 5 count, I should say. Driving the point of the elbow straight into the chest, going for the pin. Very cocky pin out of Turner. We know that can't put somebody like Sean Reddy away.
Paul Roberts anxious to get in.
Oh, turning the tides here.
Come back.
No, short-lived. This time sending him into the ropes. And a collision in mid-ring. Turner and McGee, of course, have been two competitors battled throughout the years, and I think those battles have brought them closer as tag team partners as he wrenches on the sleeper in the middle of the ring.
Scotty needs to check. Oh, there.
Firing away, and McGee right there with a club to the back and brings him down. This might be it. And one. And the Brotherhood retains the tag team championships.
The winner.
First of all, he's not a sellout. He's smart. He's smart. But he's a tag team champion.
That's Cobra's title. That's Cobra's title. I don't want to see you.
Hey, being a tag team champion is something none of y'all can do. None of y'all are as good as Brotherhood. And
Sisterhood.
why are you in my ring? Your job, huh?
Did he really have to jump to get over the second rope to kick that dude, though?
Exactly.
Oh, come on. Don't. What a despicable human being Chris Turner is.
Oh, here comes Landon Cruz to make the save. Landon Cruz, first time we have seen him since Stampede. Landon Cruz is back, laying it into the Brotherhood. Oh, but the numbers game is catching up to Landon Cruz. Landon Cruz will fight with everything he has, but being driven down.
Despicable. Despicable.
Give me a chair!
Shooter McGee now coming to ringside, grabbing a steel chair. Is beating Landon Cruz down not enough? Are they wanting to end his career as well? This is disgusting with another DDT to Landon Cruz. No! Oh my God, don't let this happen. This cannot happen. This cannot, are they wanting to end their career? These disgusting human beings are trying to ruin the career. Oh, here comes Cody Knight to make the save, thank God. Thank God somebody was able to come in and save Landon Cruz's career. They say that the good die young. Well, Chris Turner and Shooter McGee are going to live forever. What a horrible sight this was. Of course, as soon as the numbers game evens up, Chris Turner, Shooter McGee, the Brotherhood make a run for it. I am so happy that didn't end a lot worse than it did. Thankfully, Scotty D is okay, and Landon Cruz is going to live to fight another day. Unbelievable Mike Anthony, the Machine Bryce Maddox, Chris Turner and the insurmountable serpent Cobra Singh, Darian Drummond. What do these champions all have in common? They train at the Top Rope Wrestling Academy in Jacksonville, Florida. Start your pro wrestling journey today at the Top Rope Wrestling Academy and train like a champion. And as we just saw, Donnie, the Brotherhood retains their CCW Tag Team Championships over the team of Sean Reddy and Paul Roberts. But it wasn't the Brotherhood team we expected to see when this match was announced.
No, you had the team of Shooter McGee and Chris Turner. A lot of people may be confused by that. Of course, it was Cobra Singh and Chris Turner that won the tag titles. But like the Diamond Exchange before them, Chris Turner and Shooter McGee taking advantage of the free bird rule. Any 3 members of the faction can defend the titles. So you never know which combination you'll see in the ring. A surprise that they can use to their advantage time and time again. But let's put that aside, Jimmy. They put their hands on Scotty D, our senior official, just adding to the sins of the Brotherhood. Chris Turner, Shooter McGee, and Cobra Singh. Thank God Landon Cruz was there.
But not only was Landon Cruz there, he tried to make the save for Scotty D. But the numbers game that the Brotherhood loves to play, once again caught up to Landon Cruz. They tried to end his career once again. Once that Wrestle Bash wasn't enough. Tried to do it once again here at Stomping Ground Studios. Luckily, Cody Knight was there to come out, save his friend from a career-ending injury, running off the Brotherhood, because when the numbers start to get even a little bit, the Brotherhood goes scurrying like a bunch of cockroaches.
A good metaphor if ever you could come up with, Jimmy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are closing in on the end of this edition of Surge, but you saw him at the top of the show, Toxic, the former persona of Cecil Andrews. He will be in action on our feature match next week as he took on Kevin Cottrell, and we got to see firsthand the devastation that Toxic is once again going to unleash here on CCW. The only question was, will there be anything left of Kevin Cottrell? That plus more coming your way next week on CCW Surge. I'm Donnie Harris Jr. He's Jimmy Rosendorf. We'll see you next time.